Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Travis here. Want to shoot a video on my way home, talk about a couple things. I think we're going to have some storms coming in, but yeah, so how are y'all doing? More importantly, hope you're doing good. I just got my hair cut, so took a little of the length out of there. What do we want to talk about? I had a subject that I was talking about the other day, and my video got disrupted, but essentially, you know, I've been dipping up and down with my mental health. Some days I feel better than others. I've been sort of toying around the notion with taking Rexulti, the prodrug of Abilify, but yeah, the fear of taking meds, like, it just sucks. So yeah, I have a good day and a bad day, but overall, just it's progress, celebrating the progress. But what I have realized that I wanted to share, and I've said before, is I've been able to overcome chronic pain, OCD, panic disorder, extreme intrusive thoughts, all through reading books. So there's some really good books out there, like The Body Keeps the Score and stuff, that have so much important information. And another thing is, you know, we get stuck in the paradigm that we need a medication, we need that outside source, which is very important for a lot of us, including myself. But when I do a meditation, a guided meditation with Jason Stevenson, and I'm in a healing cave where I'm, you know, I can either visualize Jesus or some type of healing, and I'm taking a break mentally, I find myself feeling very fresh afterward. Sort of like a battery that needs to be charged, and my batteries just aren't charged all the way, even when I wake up, because I don't sleep well. So essentially that's what it's been boiling down to, is charging your batteries and keeping them charged. So meditations throughout the day are paramount, and then also trying to, like, stay off the phone. I mean, I didn't realize how bad it was, but it's been getting out of control. Between work phone calls and, you know, talking to friends and, you know, doing work and posting content for my app, I mean, we're talking like 80% of my waking time, and then the other 15% I've been watching TV, because all I really want to do is go running and be active, but I'm having to give myself a break from that, which I am still active and still running, but just not on the scale that I was, as I'm trying to heal my batteries. My body needs that break. So don't forget the basics, guys. Like, me and my friend talk about that, you know, sometimes. I don't know why it got so blurry, but the basics: sleep, sunlight, exercise, quality diet. Those are important. You know, you gotta hit the basics. You gotta get the foundational, you know, the foundation there, you know, down before we can really expect to have a lot of change, you know. And who knows, it could be as simple as that. I honestly think if I got quality sleep every day, it could really probably be the last thing I need. Also, a lot of fear out there about medications like benzos and stuff. Some people need it, saves lives. But what I would suggest is starting to listen to those audiobooks and start to engage yourself mentally and spiritually, because that's what, you know, medications mask symptoms, but they're not a sustainable solution. And sustainable solution is really to find self-love, self-acceptance. Like if I could actually, like I feel brain fog right now, and I'm very tired. If I could just accept it and say, you know what, that's fine, instead of being like, oh man, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? When you say that, you're eliciting a cortisol response, and you're increasing stress hormones. So if you're in a state of depersonalization, you're in a state of anxiety, you're in a state of depression, a lot of times the cycle is perpetuating by our own self-talk. Our body, when we think it's in a threat, releases stress hormones that keep it going. And I know it's hard, and I haven't mastered it yet either. I'm just giving you some knowledge. Being able to work on that and reflect on that. And sometimes I have these crazy windows where I'm like, I just lay there in my bed, I'm feeling very, my batteries aren't using up a lot of juice because I'm not driving, or I'm not doing something, highly stimulating. And I'm able just to hear the fan. I'm able just to pay attention. So like little things, like to go on a walk and touch the tree, hear the sounds, feel the leaves, smell the flowers, engage your senses. That's what we need to do to try to break through this barrier, at least for me and maybe some of you that are going through some of the stuff where we are always up here and we're thinking, I don't want to feel this way. This is what I do. What? Okay, I feel like crap today. I feel like shit. It's gonna be a shitty day. Well, that's probably true, but the self-talk, if it were to change and say, you know what, it might not be a great day today, but I'm gonna make the best of it, and it's gonna be okay, and I'm thankful to be alive, and I'm thankful to have my house and my wife and those kind of things. You change the narrative. And when you change that narrative, slowly that response is going to change, because what has happened is we are actually conditioned, at least, and I'm speaking about me and people that are associating with me, but I'm conditioned to be negative, and think in those terms negative. And my brain, because of the PTSD, is hyper vigilant, very hyper vigilant. I'm always kind of scanning for threats. I'm always wondering and worried about planning. How am I going to feel? How do I feel? Why do I feel this way? What can I take? What can I do? What did I do wrong? So, you can imagine the circuitry up here is just, how do you recharge a worn battery that you're just wearing down? I mean, so that's where the acceptance comes in, the narratives come into play, where, okay, I'm sick now, but I'm going to recover. I'm going to put this aside for today, and I'm going to do what I can do, and I'm going to feel the way that I do feel. And that's just the way that it is, and there's nothing I can do about it. And by worrying about it, nothing is going to get better. It's going to get worse, or stay the same. So, that's my main message, is that there's a lot we can do with meditation, self-talk, and that sort of stuff, which can create sustainable solutions. Because, take it from me, I spent many years looking for the magic bullet. And even when people find that Wellbutrin makes them feel amazing or whatever, it often burns out, and then they have withdrawal, and then they gotta switch the med, up the med. I'm all about meds if you really, really need them, like I do. But even while you're trying to find a medication to help you feel well and get out there and do productive things in life, you also need to be really aware that it's masking symptoms, and that we got to go back to basics. Giving your mind a break. We live in a highly stimulated, stressful world. And sometimes maybe you have too little stimulus, so maybe you could be in a position where you're not doing anything at all, and then the idle mind is the devil's workshop, where you're just laying there just thinking about all these negative things. So you got to find a balance. of doing things, being productive, feeling important, feeling self-love, picking yourself up even when you don't want to. Like, a lot of days I can barely move. I get out to the sidewalk and I start running, and then by the end of the run I'm in a good mood and I'm happy. So anyway, everyone's different, but these are some general tips that you can utilize in your own life that I think that can enhance anybody's well-being and get you to the next level. All right, guys, as always, God bless you, and I really appreciate you listening. I really appreciate the community that we've developed, and I would hope that you would subscribe. I know it's been a crazy journey, and I'm actually going to have some videos upcoming that are more structured. One for chronic pain and things that I had done and learned that can help, tips and tricks for chronic bladder pain and headaches and other things I've overcame, and even with the anxiety and stuff like that. I really see myself as a middleman. There's so much better information that's in the books, so I really try to guide you to the resources that helped me and that can help you, from doctors that are more, knowledgeable about these things. So please subscribe, leave some comments, let's chit chat about it, and God bless you guys. I can't wait to see you on the next round. I'll talk to you soon.